Hello everyone, I'm the Moleman and welcome back to Train Simulator. Just going to get the doors open here. We are at London Bridge and it is that time of year once again that if you remember last year it was 10 years since the London to Brighton speed run special. Because it was in 2005 when they first did it, and yes, now it's a year later and we must do it again. So today we are taking two 377-6s. These are reskins that are available with the 3D windows and the lights down here. I'll leave a link in the description. It's a very nice reskin indeed. It's of the South London Network 375. So there we go. We're all ready to go. We're going to get ourselves into forwards. And the premise is simple. Get to Brighton from London Bridge as fast as we possibly can. That's the goal for today. We're going to see how quickly we can get from London to Brighton. We're going to leave at midday on the nose, just so I can time it properly. Because the record is 36 minutes and 56 seconds, and we're going to see if we can beat that today. I think I have done it before. I think I've beaten it before in the 377, but we'll find out. I don't know if the physics of these are any quicker than this reskin, so we shall find out. I'll stick that on 12 because we're 10 cars, so 8 isn't enough. And we've got less than 30 seconds to go until we're going to depart. It should be an interesting run. It should be an interesting run indeed. So I've got all sorts. So I've got this reskin going on. This is the South London to Brighton workshop route. I'll try and link that in the description. And I'm also using the Wherry Line Sky. I don't know if that makes any difference. I just thought I'd see what would happen if I did. But there we go indeed. Right. So yes, we're just going to prepare ourselves here. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Lovely stuff. So basically the way I do it is 10 miles an hour over every speed limit we see, which means we basically go flat out for most of the route, which is pretty fun indeed. So we'll go 30 miles an hour here. This is a free roam scenario. There's no AI to cause any lag or anything. So we're all good on that front. We are indeed. So yes, this is just, I've set a few waypoints down just to keep us going on the straight and narrow. So hopefully it should all go well today. It should all go well indeed, and all shall be fine. You know. I do like this reskin with the 3D windows and stuff. I do like this modern rendition of the Electrostars. The only thing I don't like about them is the seats inside. But that's a story for another day. Let's not go into that. Right, 70 miles an hour straight out the bat. Lovely stuff. So that's London Bridge with the Shard. You notice we didn't fit on the platforms. That's probably why they're refurbishing the station. Because trains don't fit. So that's fun. So there we go. But yes, there's a Shard and stuff. Because, yeah, London Bridge, it's now swapped over because until recently, all the southeastern services to Charing Cross haven't been calling it London Bridge. But now, all the services from Cannon Street won't be calling it London Bridge. It's interesting. It's interesting. It'll be interesting to see what the work looks like when it's done. What they've done so far looks absolutely fantastic. Thameslink programme, yes. Definitely a necessary thing. There we go, approaching 70 miles an hour. So, as long as we arrive there, and come on game, stay with me here. As long as we arrive before 12, 36 and 56 seconds, we would have beaten the record. And I've got a feeling we're going to do rather well today. I've got a good feeling. And now today is also, of course, the, is it the 15th? Yeah, it's the 15th anniversary of 9/11, so my hearts go out to anyone who was affected by that. So yes, that's also something that happened. They just happened to be on the same day. So I can only apologise for that, but I want to do this on the right day. So that's all I'll say on that. Right, 55 through this bit. So I'll bring the speed down. That's it. To 55. Don't want to overdo it anywhere in particular because there are some sharp turns and we will derail if we're not careful. So 10 miles an hour over tends to be what I stick to. There's some places where I can try and stretch that if we have to. Most places it'll just be flat out 100 miles an hour. So that'll be fun. That'll be fun indeed. But we should do well. We should do well. I've got a good feeling. If you haven't watched the last one I did, it was the 10 years since they actually did the record in real life. So I shall try and leave that as a link in the description. It was a year ago, so I had the new computer, but I don't know what I was like a year ago. Possibly quite bad. I don't know. I'm not saying I'm good now. I'm just doing the thing I love, and that's trains. So, you know, it's a year difference. I just can't believe it's been a year. It's been a year, and I remember recording that video. That's the terrifying thing. I remember recording it, and we're here a year later, recording the next one. The next one indeed. It's just absolutely incredible. The reason I'm timing it to train sim time is because of the lag. If I tried to time it like I did last time on a phone or a stopwatch, it would have a disparity. So I'm timing it using train sim, and so far we're 3 minutes in. So there we go. Hopefully all shall be well today. Let's try and stick to that 70 miles an hour. Go up to 80 very soon. 80 indeed. And hopefully all should be good. The only one place we've got to try and be careful is East Croydon. Speed limits through there are brutal AF. That's the only way I shall put it. There we go. 80 miles an hour. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. We'll be fine. Absolutely fine. So yes, I'm going to take a nice screenshot of this reskin actually whilst we're here. Good thing about that is I can pause it and time won't tick on, so we can take our time, but still have an accurate representation of the time, if you get what I'm saying. So that's good. That's something that I like. So there we go. So I do like this reskin. I do like to look at it. And if AP's lighting is coming into play here, it really does help and make everything just look a little bit more awesome. It really does indeed. Actually, let's get a nice fly past up here at Broccoli. That seems like a good plan. That seems like a good plan. There we go. We'll sort of stand here and watch the train go through. There we go. Lovely stuff. So yes, in the real world, when they did this, they used two 377-4s, which is what I used last time. I numbered them correctly and all that jazz because it was the 10 years. But today, we're taking a modern approach and we're doing it in the latest and probably the last 377s. Because this is essentially a 387 body shell, just in a 5-car configuration and part of the 377 family. That's essentially what it is, because it's just the way it moves on now, isn't it? So yes, this is probably one of the last they built with the Dash 7s. So interesting. Anything in the future will probably be 387s or the new Adventures, which are the Class 345s and 710s, which look amazing, absolutely amazing. Crossrail and London Overground. Yes, it's gonna. I love London Transport. I really do. I really do. So that'll be cool to see one day. Hopefully in Train Sim, get Crossrail in there. That'd be good. But would you want to see it in Train Sim or Train Sim World? Now, I'd want to see it in Train Sim World now that that's been announced. That looks incredible. Absolutely incredible. Just without a doubt. Just yes, please. That'd be amazing. Right, 80 miles an hour. It's looking good. It's looking good. Our ETA won't be known until we go past our final waypoint, which is Gatwick Airport, which is about halfway. So from that point on, we'll have a rough idea. But for now, I actually don't know. We're 5 minutes in. And we're doing pretty well, actually. We're not that far away. This is Sydenham, Penge West, so I don't think we're doing too badly. The fastest I've done this is in about 15 minutes in a train that's not exactly rail legal, the Super Class 47, of which there is also a new iteration of that, which may or may not appear later on in the video if I can download it and actually, you know, get around to it. That might be interesting. If this video is longer than the record, then you know why. So there we go indeed. If not, then I'll do it another day. But know that I want to do it. It should be interesting to say the least. Right, 80 miles an hour is looking good. Going down a nice gradient. Penge West down. Why was I going to say down south fast? No, down fast. Where'd south come from? No idea. Go. Our next waypoint's in 7 miles. We should be there. We should do well. I'm just thinking we should do well today. There's no reason to think why we wouldn't do well. Let's just put it that way. Well, that was a tunnel apparently. There we go. Lovely stuff. Also noticed on the Steam Workshop that Traction Depot have released their full Great Eastern Main Line all the way up to Norwich, but it doesn't seem like to be in a state that I can make a video out of it yet. I don't know if it's just my download, maybe you guys can illuminate me, but most of London Liverpool Street is broken. Most of the scenery outside of the station itself just doesn't look right. Maybe it's just me. If it is just me, then, you know, let me know and I'll see if I can re-download and fix it, but, you know. I won't cover that until I know it's working properly. Let's put it that way indeed. Look at that beautiful train. Lovely stuff. And goodbye. There we go. I said goodbye. I was expecting 8 cars. I'm too used to saying goodbye to 8 cars. It's 10. It's 10. Damn it. Right. There we go. And ding. Lovely. Right, pounds dropping. There's a 60 up there, so that's 70. So that's fine. That's absolutely fine. I think East Croydon isn't too far away. East Croydon's about 10 miles out of London. So it should hopefully not be too far away. If we're down in Norwood, then yeah, it can't be far away at all. See, I know my South London routes. I know what I'm talking about, especially if the speed limit's dropping. That's always a good sign that you get into East Croydon. And then we should hopefully be able to just literally open up and just do all the speed we want. That should be good. That should be good. Alright, so we'll drop down to 70 miles an hour when we approach the station. Should be pretty good. I know my braking distances on this route at this speed from the record video. You can watch the entirety of the record run in 2005, I think it was. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it must have been 2005. You can watch the entire thing for free on YouTube. So, the entire documentary about it. Well, it's not a documentary, it's just the record run. It's definitely worth a watch. It's definitely worth a watch if you're into trains and this. If you like this, you'll like that, because it goes into, they're actually showing the real drive. You know, so look into it. I'll try and leave a link in the description if I remember. If I don't, shout at me, then I'll get it sorted. I'll get it sorted eventually, don't you worry. Alright, 70 miles an hour. There's a 55 limit coming up at East Croydon. So that's what was then 70. So we're all good, we're all good. But that's the first, that's sort of right, first 9 miles or so is down. So I've only got, well, yeah, not too bad. It's about 50 miles in total. So hopefully we'll do well. Hopefully do well indeed. Speeding a bit too much for my liking. Power off. Be ready for that 55. East Croydon's a very, very tricky one. It's very sharp turning. You'll see what I mean when we get there. But, you know, it should be good, should be good. But 55 should be fine. Shouldn't be deadly. Let's put it that way. Shouldn't be deadly at all. Right, we'll go down now, because that's ready. That's it. Go down to 60. That's fine. Should be able to coast down to 55, actually. Well, we'll play it carefully. We'll play it carefully. We might be able to coast through at 60-oddish. 60-oddish. That's a word. That's a word indeed. It's just, yeah, East Croydon's a bit of a dangerous station now. We'll drop down to 55. Safety's also important when you're trying to do record runs. They learnt that in the olden days when trains used to rattle about and coaches nearly fell off the tracks. Not a good idea. You'll see what I mean by the sharp turn now. It's a bit, yeah, it's a bit sharp for my liking. That's all we can do about it is just pray and hope we won't fall off, really. Pray to the train gods that we'll be fine. Hopefully the banter will be with us today. There we go. There's our 90, so there's our floor it. That's what we're looking for. We want to floor it and we want to get there, and it's going to be awesome. So there we go. Do want a nice old screenshot though, because this train is just absolutely fantastic. It really is. Look at that. Look at that. Lovely stuff. Alright. Lovely. So it's first class there. You'll notice it's at the rear of the coaches. It's a weird place for first class in my opinion, but it's there, so that's fine. Right, speed up now. That's fine. Straight into the 60. It's a straight piece of track. Who really cares? You know, that's what I say. That's what I say indeed. Right, that's it. Up to 70 miles an hour, then up to 100 miles an hour. So that's good. Well, I should have done this in a class 387 really. They can go 110, but that seems like a little bit too cheaty. Because then, you know, I'll get there in no time, and that's that. I'll do that. I'll do that another day. I'll do that another day. We don't need 110 miles an hour just yet. I can still make it on 100. These things feel like they accelerate faster too. Probably because the extra coach is probably an extra motor coach or something. I don't know. I genuinely don't know without looking it up, and I shall do that before I'll know the answer before this video goes out. I'll look it up. So that's fun. That's fun indeed. And there is our 100 miles an hour. Let's do it. Let's do it. 10 miles, about 10 miles, but 10 minutes down, so it's looking good. But now, because the speed's building up now, we should cover ground a lot more quickly. We should indeed. Should just be able to floor it. Well, we can floor it pretty much all the way to beyond Gatwick Airport now. I think the next 80 is on the turning track after Gatwick Airport and Three Bridges, so we're good for quite a while now. We are indeed. And we're on the fast lines all the way down. And because there's no AI, got green signals throughout, so that's just absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect indeed. So nothing should go wrong today. Should have a nice clean run with a few screenshots here and there, because what else are you going to do in life, you know? It's just that's what you got to ask yourself. What else are you going to do in life without your screenshots? It's what you got to ask. It's what you got to ask. There we go. Lovely stuff. Barreling through Hurley Oaks. There we go. That's one thing people said I got wrong in my Mole Main Line video when I did the really long announcement thing. I did that well, I didn't do it intentionally the first time, but it was in the copy and paste. It went wrong somewhere. I didn't do it intentionally, but I kept it because I thought it'd be funny for a train to go forwards and then backwards and forwards. Just that once, just to annoy people. So there we go. There we go indeed. Let's open the window. It's a summery day on the Brighton today. It's not summer anymore in Britain. Oh no. Literally, 1st of September, it's the 1st of September, 2nd of September, and it's the early days of September, and all of a sudden they're forecasting horrible weather. Fantastic Britain, just lovely, absolutely lovely. Yeah, summer's definitely over now. It's definitely indeed, but I thought we'd still capture the beauty of summer in Train Simulator. That's one thing I like about Train Sim. You can literally drive a train whenever you want. In that regard indeed. Look at that. I do love that track light as well. It's very unique. I like its concept of just being there, you know. But yeah, weather's gone, so I like it. So like, you know, I could choose to drive a really cold route if I wanted to, and that'd be fun. But I'm not going to do that because we've just hit 100 miles an hour. There we go. Lovely stuff. Well, that's not the reason, but I thought I'd point it out anyway. We've reached 100 miles an hour. So now it's just a case of gunning it along all day, every day. There we go. And that's our next waypoint complete. Lovely stuff. It's probably when the rear of the train goes through, it'll actually change, hopefully. Yep, Gatwick Airport, 12 miles, 12:23. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Interesting indeed. We should be okay. Find out. Just got to gun it. Just got to gun it. Straight along the track, we'll be absolutely fine. Going to take a swig of water to keep myself going. There we go. Alright. Through what used to be a tunnel. There's lots of like interesting London Brighton videos on YouTube. There's one that's from like the really early 1900s, not really early enough that there's electric trains and stuff. But there's like time lapses, 5-minute time lapses, and it's so interesting to see like someone did. It was like, what was it, the 30s versus the 50s, like, you know, side by side, and it's interesting to see the differences. And that used to be a tunnel back there. It's interesting to see how the track. I mean, most of the infrastructure is the same. Most of the stations are still the same. But it's interesting to see how the rolling stock changed and the frequency of rolling stock as well. Seriously, if you're a fan of London to Brighton and you haven't explored YouTube for every video you can, just look it up. There's lots of interesting stuff to be found. Lots of interesting stuff to be found indeed. So there we go. Ding. There we go. Over the slow lines. Lovely stuff. And we're going to be going down into our first tunnel very shortly. We are indeed. Our first tunnel of the day. Stick our heads out the windows for this one. As we go through, just sort of sitting just under 100 miles an hour at the moment, not too bad with the gradients and all. Right, and here's the tunnel. I mean, right, lovely stuff, and we're in the tunnel. Dun, 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 dun. Obviously, the last video I did in London to Brighton was that joke one, which I found quite hilarious. It was based entirely on the strikes and emergency timetables and cancellations and stuff. Entirely based on that, just the concept of what would a train look like if it was cancelled but not cancelled. Just a little funny thing I thought I'd try and train sim. I was going to initially have the train invisible and drive it for an hour, but I thought I can't do that. I'd bore myself to death. So I did that instead. So there we go. There we go indeed. But, you know, what can you do? It's just the last thing I did in this route. So I thought we'd do something a bit, you know, well, I said I thought we'd do this, but I thought, yeah, we would. We'd bring it back. We'd bring it back. We'd make it a yearly thing. Because it just makes it terrifying that another year's been passed. It really, really does. It really does. It's like, well, what's interesting, it shows, like, it's like the difference in time that I've had over the past few years. Like, I managed to bang out over 100 Train Sim 2015 videos. I don't think I'm going to reach 100 2016 videos because TS2017 will be out in mere days by the time this video's out. So I'm recording this a few days beforehand. I don't have the time to do anything else, so it's the only time I've got to do it. So yes, it's interesting that I haven't got as many videos out, but you know, they've been good. I feel like I've had a solid year. I've had a solid year of Train Sim, and it's only going to continue. Apparently, according to the video, you know, they've got more routes coming up and stuff like that, both third party and otherwise. And of course, we've got the next generation approaching officially and properly at the beginning of next year. So it's all looking good for Train Sim. Definitely looking forward to it. There's the 80. I was wrong, but I was right. I know it was there. And the breaking point is halfway through the tunnel. Through the next tunnel. So there we go. There we go indeed. Won't be long until we get there. We're doing good. We're crawling back that time. We've gained about 4 minutes on the ETA so far. Thereabouts. So we're doing good. We're doing rather well, I might say. So it's looking good. So we've just got to slow down a little bit for this 80 here, which is fine. Just fine, you know. We'll do as they did. Let's put it that way. Right. That's it. Into the tunnel. There we go. And about here. 97, 96, 95, 94, 93, 92, 91, 90. There we go. Lovely stuff. 90 miles an hour. Just round this bend. And then we'll go straight back up to flooring it. And then we'll be absolutely fine. Absolutely fine indeed. Doing well, doing well. 15, 16 minutes in. And we're approaching the halfway point, which is Gatwick Airport. So we're looking good. We're looking good. Going to full floor it again now. That's it. Lovely. Lovely stuff indeed. Doing well, doing well, doing well. One thing that is important is to stop at the other end. I can't barrel into a station at like 40 miles an hour going, oh my god, I've got to make it. I've got to stop. I've got to stop like a professional driver. That's the rule. It's the rule indeed. But look at that beautiful train. Absolutely beautiful indeed. Right, let's see if we can't grab another screenshot whilst we're here. Not going to kill any time, so, you know, why not? That's what I say. That's what I say indeed. You see, that's what you're looking for right there. That's what you're looking for indeed. There we go. Lovely. Should get some nice, interesting shots as we dive back into the dive back into a two-track section a bit later on, beyond Gatwick Airport and Three Bridges. But Hawley first. Go past Hawley, and then Gatwick Airport, Three Bridges, and then we dive back into a bit more of a 80 mile an hour zone. So that's fun. Right. Not far away to go until Gatwick Airport at all. It's all good. 12:20 is our ETA for that, which isn't too bad. Isn't too bad. Hopefully this gunning it along will be absolutely fine, and we'll make it. I've got a good feeling, because it'll always look bad until you get to a certain point. Because the first 25 miles is a lot slower than the second 25 miles, because you spend the first 10 miles going less than 70 miles an hour thereabouts, but then you spend most of the latter 25 miles, so it can look worrying up to the first 25 miles, which is around Gatwick Airport. But after that point, there's hope, there's promise. So if it looks bad, don't worry about it. We'll be absolutely fine, absolutely fine. That's it. We'll be good. We'll be good. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. Mole man, mole man, mole man. We can do it. There's Hawley. Not too far away at all now. From the halfway point, anyway. But there we go. Halfway point. 36 minutes. Yeah, it's not too bad, not too bad. Maybe a little, well, I say a little bit behind, but of course, like I said, most of the route beforehand has been quite slow in comparison. So, you know, not actually too bad. Not actually too bad. I mean, 36 minutes and 56 seconds, you're looking at around the halfway point coming up very soon, so we're actually doing very well. Obviously, it'd be 18 times 2 is 36, so, you know, we should hopefully be, okay, that's right, isn't it? I hope that's right. If my brain's died on that front, then I'm never going to do well in life. I just said that out loud, and I realised that might not actually be right. If it is, then great. If it isn't, then just shoot me, because I can't do maths. Oh well, who cares about maths? There we go. Right, Hawley. We're about halfway. That's all we need to know. Lovely stuff. Let's watch the train roll through. Very nice. I love this straight piece of track. It's just dead straight. Absolutely dead straight. For miles, for literal miles, this track just goes on and on and on and on. And we're nearly at Gatwick Airport. Let's have a look at Gatwick, shall we? There we go. One of the biggest British Rail logos ever. There we go. I like that. Nice little quirky thing. I suppose that's there because you can see it from the planes, which I find interesting. I suppose that's why it's there. Alright. Train approaching. Lovely stuff, lovely stuff. 100 miles an hour, gunning it along like a pro. We're doing good. We are doing absolutely fine. 23.6 miles to go. Okay, it's not to see, over halfway. Over halfway, and we're looking good. But obviously that's our final ETA now, it's 12:43. We need to pull that back by about, what, 9 minutes? So that's going to be fun. I need to pull it back by about 9 minutes. I think it's 36 minutes and 56 seconds. I'm pretty sure that's the record. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. I'm just going to double check, but I'm 90% sure. Obviously, you guys can tell me, but I'm gonna know. I'm gonna know before you tell me. So, there we go. London, Brighton. Doing this whilst driving a train, probably the best idea in the world. But you know, yeah, it was 2005. There we go. I'm not an idiot. Three Bridges is approaching. There we go. Alright, let's see. There's a website about it. Let's see if we can't find the time, shall we? 36 minutes and 56 seconds. I was right. Right, okay. Yeah, that's our record. If we make it, great. If we don't, we don't. But, you know, then it's just been a great run. It's good to see how quickly you can do this route. I like it. I like it. Alright. Nearly 20 miles left to go. We've just got to claw back that ETA. Just got to bring it back as much as possible. It's just what we've got to do. There's an 80 coming up soon. So that's fun. Clawing it back slowly. Gaining about a second every sort of second or 2 seconds thereabouts, which isn't too bad. Yes, that's alright. Actually, every 2 or 3 seconds we're gaining a second. So that's okay. I might only drop down to 95 for this speed bit, because I could do with the extra speed here. We'll find out. It's not too sharp a turn, so I could risk it. It is only an 80, but you know, we'll see. We shall see when we get there. I'll take it down to 95. If I have to, I'll bring it down to 90. But we should be okay. I mean, like, they design these speed limits to cope with speeding in case something does go wrong. You wouldn't have a strict 80, and 82 makes you fall off the track. I mean, look, there's only the 90 goes straight back up there. If I'm going 95, it's quicker to accelerate back up to 100. So that's fine. That's fine, and that'll be the last time we go to 100 miles an hour, I believe. I believe it will be indeed. Less than 20 miles to go. Okay, less than 20 miles to go. And it's yeah, it's 12:21. Okay. I wish I could time it to the real one, but I can't because I'm trying to do this. So you know, all I can do is hope and dream, and I forgot about the 95s. That's fun. Oh, we've got a nice piece of straight track here. Ain't got to worry too much. That'll do. Bring it down to 95. That's it. At least we're still speeding. That's a good. It's just neat. As long as we're still speeding, stuff can't go horribly wrong. We'll still be. No, we'll be okay. Yeah. Look at this. This is a petty 80. We could do this at 90. Well, we could do it at 100 really. It's because it goes downhill, I reckon too. Is there a tunnel here too? Yeah, there is. Okay. That's alright. Go down the hill here. As soon as you get to the tunnel, I'll speed back up. That's fine. And power back up. We'll be fine. That's it. Straight back up to 100 miles an hour. Balcombe is approaching. Lovely. So we like down to 2 tracks as well now. So we should get tracks a bit more sweepy here, which is fun. Speed limits I'm worried about. We can approach at a maximum speed I think of 35 miles an hour if we so desired. Obviously that involves we'd have to stop a lot harder. But you know, if that's what we have to do, it's what we have to do. I'm not overly worried about all the train fitting on the platform. Don't think we're going to have much choice in that, but we shall see. We shall see. I think it's also a good time, if you don't mind me saying so, for a nice little cheeky screenshot as we approach 100 miles an hour again. I think it's a good time, it's a good time indeed. So we've got that nice one there, lovely. Grab a couple here, it's a good location. Nice trees surrounding, and all that jazz, very nice indeed. Very nice indeed. Some good locations along this route for screenshots. There are indeed. Right. That's it. 100 miles an hour. Lovely. Going 100 miles an hour for what should be the final time. Well, obviously not the final time in total. Obviously we'll be going 100 miles an hour consistently now for the next several miles, but I don't think we'll decelerate and re-accelerate back up again. One last screenshot, I'm sorry. I do like my super elevation, I cannot deny. I like it when a train looks like that. It just looks cool. It just looks cool indeed. There we go. Lovely stuff. Approaching Balcombe. Let's approach through Balcombe, shall we? There we go. Lovely stuff. Okay, hello Balcombe. I'm going through at quite the pace. Oh, you know it. You know it to be true. Approaching 15 miles to go as well. Time's ticking down. Oh, okay. It's getting tight. That time's coming down. It's come down to 41. It's got to come down to 36. If it can come down to 36, we would have done well. We would have done well indeed. Oh boy. Who knows? Who knows? If it hasn't, then I'm quite intrigued as to why it hasn't. Maybe those 80s are supposed to be 100s, but I don't think they are. They're supposed to be 90s. Or maybe my braking just isn't on par. It's interesting. Be interested to see if I'll compare it to like last year's and stuff and see how I do in my own time. I won't put loads of editing time into that. I literally don't have the time to do that. But it'll be interesting to see. Be interesting to see indeed. Alright, here we go. 100 miles an hour consistently going downhill should help us along. Best viaduct in the world is coming up. Just looks absolutely fantastic. Just the broadness of it. Let's have a look, shall we? Alright, what's going on here? You see out here, you can see how awesome it looks. Just, yes. Look at that. I love it. Absolutely love this sort of this bridge, the way it cuts across the landscape like that. Absolutely incredible stuff. Get a nice screenshot of it there, I reckon. Lovely. And get a nice far away screenshot too. We can pretend we're a helicopter watching the action. There we go. You always see that sort of thing, don't you? There we go. Pretend we're a helicopter watching the action. Lovely. Very low helicopter nonetheless, but you know. There we go. It's amazing how slow 100 miles an hour looks from this far away, yet if we go down here, it'll look quite blindingly fast. Yeah, it's quite fast. There we go, Haywards Heath. That's like the last, I call that the last major station. That's when I know I'm getting close to Brighton, is Haywards Heath. But the final is Preston Park. That's the final station before Brighton. And we've got about 12 minutes to get there. And only 14 miles to go. Okay. Alright. You know, might be lucky. Find out. But at the end of the day, at this point, it's not my driving skill. It's just flooring it and hoping for the best. It's only my driving skill when it comes to later on in my braking distances. That's when the skill comes in. So, if I don't make it, it's because I'm not skilled enough. But there we go. There we go, indeed. I think I've made it before. I mean, I've definitely made it before in other trains. I did it in the 395 once as well. I was racing against Gamer 75. That was fun. That was a fun time. He was flying a helicopter. So there we go. And I hit the buffers at about 15 miles an hour. Wouldn't recommend that again. Passengers were not happy. There we go. Ding. Tunnel coming up. Haywards Heath. It's going good. It's going good. Oh, look at that. Look at the time. Nearly only 10 minutes to go. Okay. We've really got to start clawing that back. We've really got to start clawing that back, otherwise we won't make it. Come on, we can do it. I just drove through a piece of floating grass there, but we shall ignore it. There we go, indeed. Alright, it is an old route. It is an old route, indeed. When did this route come out? I was like, because this route was like the cover art of Trains from 2013, so it must have been like a 2012 route or something. It's kind of terrifying. Kind of terrifying, and it's still a classic to this day. Quite literally, it's in the classics range, but it's a classic route. I love it. It's held up well. It's aging very well. So there we go. And yeah, it's just fantastic. Right, come on. There's Wivelsfield. Lovely. Not too far away now. Nearly approaching 10 miles. Look at the time. Look at the time. Oh, it's getting close. It's getting very close indeed. Because as of 5 seconds away, we've only got 10 minutes left to make the record. 10 minutes remaining. Oh no, it's not. It's 56. Is it? No, it's 36 and 56, isn't it? Ah, yeah. Okay. I'm panicking now. It's 36 and 56, not 26 and 56. Look at my brain panicking. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Well, actually, yeah, 10 minutes left to go. What is my brain on about? Okay, ignore me. Absolutely, yeah. It's less than 10 minutes to go. Ignore me. I was thinking when that gets to 36, it'll be 10 minutes left to go. But no, that's when I've got to be there. I'm losing the. I'm just. Oh god, I'm so into this. I'm just losing all my thoughts and stuff. It's quite interesting. It's quite interesting. There we go. Lovely stuff. Ride a horn through there. That's what you want. Alright, just gotta keep our head on the ball now. Just gotta face forwards and just you know, do this thing. It's what we got to do. It's what we got to do in life. So there we go. That's the diversion off to, I believe, Lewis and stuff like that, which is fun. Burgess Hill is rapidly approaching, less than 10 miles to Brighton. That time's reached below 10:40, so we're doing good. We're doing good. I think the next speed limit's a 70 limit, so that's fun. 70, 50, 35 buffers. I think that's about right. But see, it's a lot more rapid approach than coming out of London, so it's interesting. It's interesting indeed. But we'll be okay. We'll be okay. There's Hassocks and then Preston Park, Brighton, I believe. And just after Hassocks is Clayton Tunnel, which is a very nicely intricately designed tunnel. There we go. Still gunning it along at 100 miles an hour though. So that's, you know, we've got this. I reckon we've got this down. It's tough. It's tough. I mean, look, we're talking 8 minutes. Yeah, I was right. We're talking 6 minutes. 6 minutes. Oh god. I don't know. I see. What my brain's just what? Yes, 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Well done, brain. 8 minutes. God's sake. I shouldn't record lots in one day because by the end of it, my brain starts to melt. It does indeed. It does indeed. Even the most basic of logic goes out the way, but I have used a lot of my logic today for a project coming up soon. So there we go. Right. Okie dokie, okie dokie, okie dokie. Through hassocks. Not too bad, not too bad. That's coming down nicely. It's at 38. Just got to lose 2 more minutes off the time and we'll be golden. We'll be absolutely golden. 6 miles left to go. You guys got faith? You got faith in me? I've got faith in me somewhat. I've got faith in me to get there. I've done that plenty of time. I know I can get there okay. So that's all I worry about. If I get there on time too, then we're all good. We're all good. And all the passengers should be moderately okay. Yeah? Oh, they've all buggered off. Sorry guys, sorry, never mind. Right, best tunnel in the world. It's so intricately designed, I love it. And look how much the train's lighting it up. Let's do that. Let's try and just get an interesting look on that tunnel there. Clayton Tunnel, look at that. Very nice indeed. Not long left to go now. Not long left to go at all. And I think it's after the next tunnel, I think is when the speed limits start to come into play, unless this tunnel's long enough that it is this one. I know there's a 70 limit at the end of one of the tunnels. I'm pretty sure it's the end of one of the tunnels. It's round the bend of one of the end of the tunnels. So I've driven this route. This is, out of all of Train Sim, even though stuff like London Faversham's my favourite route, along with Sheerness Branch and stuff like that. It's one of the first routes. It's the first route I owned. Because I got TS2016, I think. I've driven on London to Brighton the most. I bought this route. It's one of the first add-on routes I bought. And I've used it so much. It's a 75, that's not too bad. It means we can go 85. This is the route I've used the most. Out of all my time in Train Sim, this is my most used route. And it's just absolutely fantastic. I love it to pieces, I really do. I've driven it so many times I've lost track. Ha! I've lost track. Get it? But didn't even plan that one. That's just hilarious. My brain's just on roll today. Apart from maths. In which case my brain's just knackered. Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay, approaching around 6 minutes left. 4 miles left to go. That time's ticking down nicely. Nicely indeed. I don't want to slow down, but I'm going to have to. That's it. That's it. Just bring the speed back slightly. Just slightly. That's it. 90's fine for now. On the speed limit at the moment. That's it. 85 is our limit now. I can't risk 100 through a 75. That's just feasibly not a good thing to do. But 37.27, it's still ticking down at quite the rate. It's just got to get to 36 and 56, which I think it will. I think we're going to make it. Oh, I think we're going to make it. There's no reason why we shouldn't now. As long as I keep the speed up, which I should. As long as I keep on the ball. There's Preston Park. There's the final station. The final station before Brighton. Here we go. We can do it. We can do it. Right, that's it. That's it. 96. We'll be fine. We can do this. Come on, guys. We can do this. We can do this for the what's this? The third time I've done this now. First time I didn't do it in September, but I did it just as a thing. I can't remember why I did it, but I did it as a thing, and it's one of my most popular videos as well, which is interesting. So there we go. There's our 40. That's 50 for us. I'm going to take it as 50. 2.3 miles left to go. And we've dropped into 12.36. Yes, come on. We can do it. There's our 25. I'm going to call that 35. I reckon we have this in the bag, you know. I reckon we've done this. I reckon we've done it quite successfully, if you don't mind me saying so. Unless, of course, it all goes horribly wrong in the next few seconds, which it might. So don't start celebrating too early. You've all seen those videos of cyclists that start celebrating before going through the finish line and then falling off the bike because they're cheering. So we won't do a cyclist today. We'll just focus on the drive. We will indeed. Right, that's it. And okay, caught that AWS. That's a warning for a 40. That's fine. I'm going to call it 50. And I'll start braking. What now? I have to start braking now, aren't I? Time's dropped well below 36 and 56, so we're looking good. We're looking good, considering we're still going to be speeding. I think we've done pretty well today. I think we've got it in the bag. That's it, right. 60. Lovely, that's a 40 limit. Just keep bringing it down to 50. That's it, that's it, that's it. Looking good, looking good. 52, 51, and 50 miles an hour. Ding! Not far away now. Just over half a mile until the start of the platforms. About 3/4 of a mile to the end of the platforms. It's looking good. It's looking good. I do love doing this run. It's just the best, and we're doing well today. Look at that. We've dropped into 35 and 56. I'm just on the roll. I'm just on a roll. Right, let's bring that down to 35. That's it. Obviously, in the real world, you'd have to isolate TPWS at this stage, otherwise it'd start blaring at you as you enter the platform too fast. Right, I'm going to call it 35. There we go. Look at the time. Look at the time. 33 at the moment. That's looking good. That's looking very good indeed. We're coming into platform 4. Okay, lovely. Where's platform 4? Ah, it's over here. I shouldn't have selected platform 4. I should have selected a different platform, but I chose platform 4. Should have chose 5. Okay, or something. I should have chosen 5 or 6 would have been good as well. Right, down for 25. Let's keep braking. And welcome to Brighton. 12:34 at the moment. I'll take the time as we come to a stop at the buffers, but it's looking very good. I doubt it's going to take me 2 minutes to get here. Right, that's it. Stop, 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 stop. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Full power or full. That's it. And 34 and 23. Look at that. That is what you talk about. That's a special. That's a special speed indeed. Do get out the way. We need a celebratory screenshot. We do indeed. Oh yes, we made it in record time with the 377-6. We did indeed. Do you reckon we can do it a little faster? I wonder if we can do it a little faster. That might be interesting. Just the run. I've got a feeling. I've got a feeling that it could be done just a little bit faster indeed. So, last year you may remember that after completing the speedrun special, we did a little bit something extra. We took a train with a little bit extra horsepower and we put it through its paces. Well, today we have something a little bit more similar, just a little bit more grunty and a little bit more awesome. The Super U30B. Yes, the guy who created the Super 47 went all American and decided to go and make the U30B from Feather River Canyon super powered. I shall leave a link in the description. It's on Railworks America, and I can't wait to give it a little run today. It goes quite fast. That much doesn't really need to be said, and we won't be spending much time in the cab because above 75 miles an hour there's an annoying blaring alarm in here telling you you're going too fast. So you can imagine the discomfort that would cause for the next 10-15 minutes, because trust me, we won't be in this for that long. So we'll stick our heads out and we can, well, we've got the signal, you can see up there, got the down lines, that's good. 30 seconds left to go. We'll do exactly the same run, just like we did before. It's literally the same scenario, just swap the train out. So this should be interesting. Prepare for the ultimate acceleration. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. It's good to have another locomotive in the super line. This certainly would have made my Keddy consignment series a lot quicker, to say the very least. Less than 10 seconds left to go, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, notch 1. Notch 2, okay. And that's 100 miles an hour pretty much straight away. So that's, you know, it goes a little bit quicker than, that's 230. I reckon that'll do for now. So, yeah, goodbye Shard, goodbye London Bridge. This thing's quick, and as you're about to tell, there's an annoying beeping in here, so we shan't be spending long in there at all. We should just out here. This will make the game very laggy, because it's loading an entire route in a very short space of time, but also the brakes are quite incredible. So we shall find that out later on today as well. Maybe just a tiny bit, that's it, just a tiny bit of brake, just as we go around here. Get those brakes off! Get the brakes off! What was the point in that? The brakes got stuck on. Not that it really matters. Not that it really matters at all. Come on, game. Stay with me here. Stay with me here. There we go. Back up to 222 miles an hour in the space of, well, probably less than that. Less than the football pitches around these parts. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I love the speed. Absolutely love the speed. It's so nice to just, like, you know, just sit back, relax, and enjoy something in Train Sim instead of you know, all manage the speed. Just unleash the speed. Do whatever you want to do. So there we go. And this thing's super heavy and super strong, so it will practically never derail unless you go around a really sharp turn really fast or emergency brake it sometimes. and also it can pull immensely heavy loads, but it'll also pull them with the weight, with the force of this, so you usually end up just ripping most of your consist off the tracks. But as you can imagine, this is quite fast, so you know it's all fun and games really. So there we go, driving number 752. There we go. Look at that, 216 miles an hour as we approach Forest Hill. And we're gonna do most of this run in the time it would take us to get to East Croydon, I believe. That tends to be how it runs. Approaching 300 miles an hour now. Look at that. If you stay below notch 6, this train will continuously accelerate. By which point, after 450 miles an hour, the train simulator speedometer breaks. It doesn't register anything faster than that. So you won't know how fast you're going. Just know it's fast enough. Just know it's fast enough, and you'll continuously accelerate beyond all belief. Okay, well that's fun. Right, I forgot that was a tunnel. When we reach tunnels, we've got to stick to this camera because otherwise it gets all beepy, and we don't want beepy. You notice the routes aren't loading, stations aren't loading. There's nothing we can do about that. Train sim's not designed for this. It's just a little bit of banter. There we go, indeed. Okay, Norwood Junction. East Croydon. Going to slow down a tiny bit for East Croydon. I wonder if my dynamics are good for that. Let's find out, shall we? It's not my dynamics. That's my dynamics. When they turn on. I just want a very subtle dynamic action here. No? Nothing? I pushed the dynamic key button, but nothing happened. Okay. How about a little bit of cheeky handbrake? I don't think that did anything either. Oh, God. Trouble is, with these American, sometimes the brakes get stuck on, which isn't very handy. Right, come on, there's a 45. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Okay. See, look at that. Just, even though I wanted to slow down, there was really no need to. So that's fun. Now I can't get the brakes off. Brakes are weird. Right, okay. And now because there's a 90 coming up, we can really sort of let it go. We really can if we wanted to. I wouldn't go as fast as 450 because that's when stuff gets a little bit edgy. Train Sim doesn't like faster than 450 at all. But we shall notch one it all the way up to about 350, I reckon. We can cope. We can cope. That's it. 350 miles an hour. 3 minutes in. And we've already passed East Croydon, Purley Oaks, and we're approaching Purley. Speed is just the thing that you need in life, it really is. And so's a nice old cheeky screenshot. Well, not whilst we're in a station. Not that we'll be in the station for very long, mind. Right, there we go. Oh, I love it. I absolutely adore it. Right, let's take a nice screenshot here. It doesn't make time tick along again, so all is useful. It doesn't, you know, just holds the time, which is lovely. There we go. And gone. I love it. I absolutely love it. There we go. So just going past the next waypoint here. Gatwick Airport is in 12 miles. So that's good. There we go. 11.8 miles, 11.7 miles, 11.6 miles. Oh, God! Go away, beeps. Not in the beeps for very long, though, so that's always good. Let's see how long it takes to do a mile, shall we? Right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 seconds a mile. That's, you know, it's just... Shut up. 10 seconds a mile. And obviously, of course, as well, when you're going this fast, the best thing is the little Doppler effect you get, which I shall demonstrate upon exiting this tunnel. Shall be quite banterous indeed. There we go. I bet Southern commuters wish they had this. It would certainly make the commute a lot more bearable, because you wouldn't get there very long, apart from the fact you would literally just be jam against the side of the train, but we'll ignore that. Oh, God! Go around a corner in there is not fun. Right. I keep forgetting that's the thing. Well, it's not forgetting, it just throws me into the cab every time I go into a tunnel. There we go. Alright, 5 miles away from Gatwick Airport. Let's go and stand outside Gatwick, shall we? Let's go and stand outside Gatwick indeed. Shouldn't hopefully take too long to get there. There's, what's that station? Salford's. There we go. It's a good place to watch all the trains roll past, isn't it, I suppose? Yeah, look at that. Love it. Right. Let's just let's pop ourselves up to where it is. Well, Hawley first. We don't care about Hawley. We care about Gatwick Airport. Oh God, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. We're nearly halfway. Well, we are practically halfway now. Look at that. Look at that indeed. Right, let's get that off. Let's get that off. Please stand well away from the edge of platform 5. The approaching train is not scheduled to stop at this station. That's incredible. Just incredible. Oh, shut up. It's just incredible. It's just so stupid and awesome. And the train weighs 1,000,000 tons and it's just fantastic. I love it. I love it. There we go. Look, Brighton, 22 miles. There we go. It's just, oh, it's fantastic. This is like, this is just, you know, this is just the best way to record a speed run ever, isn't it? Really, it's just you got to get your stupidity in there, because why the hell not? Why the hell not? Surprised train seems actually loading this much of the route actually before crashing. I wouldn't be surprised if it does that at some point. Just in the process of looking round, millions of trees go past in a blur. It's amazing. That was a bridge, and this will be a bridge too. Nice. Nice. Best commute in the world, it really is. There's a 9... Oh, we're in an 80. Oh, I didn't even notice. There we go. And tunnel. Lovely stuff into a tunnel. There's Balcom. Deja vu, anyone? We weren't here that long ago, actually. That's the thing. This train's so quick. It just the time difference is just absolutely manic. It really is. It's literally like watching a time lapse, but you're not, because time's ticking away in real time. Welcome. There we go. Round. That bridge can't be too far away. We're going to watch it cross the bridge in every awesome of manner way we can. That was a sentence that tried to make sense. Didn't really much, but you know what you can do about it. Here we go. And stop. Right, let's just zoom right out. Let's just see how long it takes to cross the bridge, shall we? Let's just get this into perspective. Get the entire bridge in as much as we can. There we go. Should be able to see the train. And I love it. Absolutely love it. Still holding 352. We're so heavy. Our momentum is just unstoppable. Yeah, even buffers won't stop us. We'll just keep on going. It's just crazy. There's Haywards Heath approaching. There we go. Hello, Haywards Heath. Lovely stuff. Goodbye, train. Have a nice life. Oh, it's so funny. Shut up. I tried to go back when I was in a tunnel for a second there. Well, the game thought I was still in a tunnel. It didn't actually catch up. That's fun. Right, Wivelsfield. There we go. Was it Wivelsfield? Thingy. Preston Park and Brighton. There we go. Whistleboard. There we go. Whistleboard. The sole whistleboard. There we go. There's no level crossings across this route, I don't believe, which is fun. That station hasn't loaded yet. Oh dear. And obviously this is American gauge, so the loading gauge is a bit too narrow, so we don't exactly fit under everything. But that's fine. That's fine. And we'd take the concrete off most stations. There's Hassocks. That's it. Hassocks, Preston Park, and Brighton. Yeah, we get the point. We get the message. Shut up. I know I'm going slightly over 75 miles an hour, train. No need to tell me. So, the braking on this thing's pretty good, as you saw earlier. It doesn't take much to brake this thing. So, we should be okay for a little while, actually. It's getting the brakes off, which is the problem, because pushing the key down doesn't actually do it. They just get stuck, so that's fun. Plate and tunnel. Of which the other side there is a 75, which is fun. Not that we're going to worry about it too much. I should probably bring the speed down to around 300 miles an hour, if I can. That's it. Bit of braking. There we go. Bit of braking. Come off the braking. Come off the braking. Come off the braking. Why doesn't it come off the braking? I've no idea. I was pressing. You can see I was pressing the key there. Just manically pressing the key, but nothing. Nothing. As soon as you put the brakes on, they're stuck on. And this train brakes so quickly that you nearly stopped by the time you've applied minimal amounts. That's fun. That's fun indeed. 3.5 miles to go. Looking at bringing it in at the 10-minute mark, I'd say. It's you know, it's good. It's pretty gosh darn good. So there we go. Preston Park. There we go. It's the 40. And because the brake's so good, I should just be able to put it on and leave it. And we should just come to a nice stop at Brighton. Hopefully. Hopefully. It may all go horribly wrong. If the braking bit goes horribly wrong, then we're going to have we're going to have a lot of forms to fill in. If they can find my brain when it's strewed across the south coast. But, you know, whatever. We'll just ignore that fact. There we go. This is what happens when you're going to go and see a show in Lee Evans, a Lee Evans show or a comedy show in Brighton, and you're late. This is when you catch this train. It is indeed. Less than a mile to go. There's your 40. I'm clearing queue on the AWS. This train doesn't have it, but sometimes American trains just like to stop of their own accord anyway. Right. And come to a stop. No, don't come to a stop here. Not here. Look, the brakes are stuck on. Come on. I want to make 10 minutes. Come on, 10 minutes. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. That's it. We can do it. We can do 10 minutes. That's it. There we go. Lovely. And slam those brakes on. Slam those brakes on. And Brighton. 10 minutes on the nose, pretty much. Look right there on the nose. That's just incredible. That's been my Brighton speed run for today. It has indeed. It's been certainly an interesting task, and now the Super U30B's in play, even the American fans can get in on the high speed action that is the super line of trains. But there we go. I'll try and leave links to everything I've used in the description today. If I forget, then do let me know and I will put them in. But I shall leave that one there. And once again, we shall comment on the fact that says, please be advised that train doors will close 30 seconds prior to departure is an utter lie, at least where Southeastern is concerned. But I shall leave that one there. Because anyway, if it was 30 seconds in this thing, it would be the other side of the country by now. But there we go, I shall leave that there. So thank you very much for watching this one. If you enjoyed it, then please like, comment and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Give me the helmet back. Lovely. There we go. And vroom, 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 vroom. Lovely. There we go. Come on.